Amy had just opened the door to go outside, but instead of the hallway, there was a black wall. The wall was so solid that neither light nor air could get through. At first, she thought her boyfriend was pulling a prank, but when she looked out the window, the same black wall surrounded everything. Both of their phones were dead. No signal, no Wi-Fi. As soon as they went near the wall, their phone screens started shaking. That meant there was some kind of magnetic force behind the wall. They tried to break the wall with a drill, but nothing happened. They used full power and the drill burned out, but the wall didn't even get a scratch. They tried every window and every door to get out, but the whole apartment was sealed from the outside. Just then, they heard voices from the neighboring apartment. They made a hole in the wall and saw that the couple next door was trapped too. Everyone tried together to find a way out, but the same black wall surrounded them on every side, and the water supply had stopped as well. When someone touched the wall with a metal object, it got stuck to it. A few seconds later, it started shaking violently and people got hurt. Just then, they heard a fight coming from the neighboring apartment. They made the hole bigger. A woman was lying on the floor, but she kept saying it was a private matter. Now, breaking the wall was their only option. One man struck it with an axe, but it had no effect. Then they remembered the building had been built over an old bunker. Everyone broke the floor and climbed down. There, they found an old man who didn't want anyone to come inside. His granddaughter convinced him that they had to survive together now. Down there, they found a CCTV camera. That meant someone had been watching them. They suspected the building owner, but when they opened his apartment, they found him dead. The mystery became even deeper. One floor below, they met a stranger. He said his friend, who used to live there as a tenant, had died mysteriously the previous night. Right after that, these black walls had appeared. He believed the world might have already ended, and these walls were some kind of protective shield. Everyone kept moving downward. There, they found another door, but behind it was the same black wall. Now it was clear that a code was needed to open it. They split into two teams. One searched the old records. The other looked for a secret room inside the owner's apartment. They found a remote inside a drawer. They used flour to reveal the fingerprints and guessed the password. When the room opened, they discovered the owner had secretly installed cameras inside everyone's homes. Then they learned that Anton, who had lived there before, worked for a nano defense company. His friend Leo had murdered him to erase the evidence. The neighbor, who was a programmer, recovered Anton's program and ran it on a phone. Suddenly, 4 square buttons appeared on the wall. When they pressed them in the correct order, the wall began to move. Emma reached out her hand, but the wall pulled her inside, and she died. Marvin was completely devastated. Just then, the neighbor remembered how many times the light in Anton